DICAST is for mature audiences only. I'll make sure that it's a warning.
For properly immature.
Properly immature.
This is my shit. I like to fucking cut myself, so I'm gonna do it every day on fucking YouTube.
I think that goes against the TOS, but
no, because when YouTube turns around and says you can't do that, you just send a letter back saying it's fake, and that's how good my graphics are. That's how good I do my fucking shtick is.
Hey, how's it going? Welcome to the show. Here, let me see if I can imitate one person.
No,
hopefully, no, I don't want to. No, that's probably not a good idea. But it's a structure where they
they gotta hype. They gotta get excited.
They gotta get super hyped, and we can.
If you're not excited, I'm not excited.
There we go. Hi guys, welcome back to DICAST episode 4.
Episode 4.
Have you missed us? Normally we publish on Monday, but we have some weird schedules running around, and I'm too busy hanging out in my workshop and doing a bunch of other things to worry about certain things like that. No, actually, video games and a lot of stuff, and normally Joe and I, we don't work.
Currently.
We just don't work.
Yeah.
We just don't work. And we have a lot of power to not have to wake up early in the morning. So
I'm always up in the morning.
Always up in the morning, but it's because you don't go to bed. You've already been up all night. So we do that a lot. So sometimes it can screw around with your sleep schedule. And would you say that?
I haven't had a sleep schedule since I was in 5th grade.
See, there you go.
Maybe middle school. Yeah, I'll say middle school. 6th, 7th grade.
Well, a sleep schedule, not a dictated sleep schedule, but more or less one. Have you ever had, like, during the week, like, when was the last time where you just crashed and you had to literally recharge for an entire day?
Like, okay, so here's the thing. I sleep roughly about 3 to 5 hours a night. That's it. Okay. So about once every 2 months. I'd say on average it's about 5 hours. And that's generous. So about once every 2 months, I have like a 12-hour to 16-hour just out. Can't touch me. But it's.
Uh-oh, we're gonna get content
Hold on,
ID.
I gotta talk to my parents for a second. Hey, Dad. Did you get the? I'm at home and I'm doing a podcast right now.
Okay, call me later tonight.
Why? What's up? Did you read the email?
Yeah, there was a couple things I didn't understand, so call me later tonight.
Well, no, we can talk about it right now. It's about the Boston Comic Con and our booth. We got an email. Hold on a second. We got a email today concerning the setup of the booth, and this email stated that everybody gets with their fee they get a table. If they ordered more than one table, they'll get more than one table and chair setup. It also said that we don't have to use the tables or chairs that they provide, and we can set our space up any way we want.
Gotta love that.
Yes, we can. We can have a walk-in U, or we can do it the big long table with the big back.
Okay. What I was thinking is, because the table's 6 foot, we can go back, like we have 10 foot back and forth, right?
Yep, we have a 10 foot. We have a 10 foot long. No, we have right. We have 3 6-foot tables.
18 long, 10 foot deep.
Right. Correct.
Okay. Now, if you take a 6-foot table and like we set up the U, and then the 2 foot, that's 8 feet. So if we bring the side tables all the way out.
Oh, that would be fantastic. That would work perfect. We'd have the U in the center of 2 other tables.
We would what?
Have the U in the center of 2 tables.
Well, no.
Would it look like?
Well, no. We would have, what I'm thinking of is having the U, but because we still have 2 feet, there would be an opening somewhere to have the opening down near the 2 tables, and that way I can put an easel up there and put on it.
There you go. It'll all work out great.
Right.
We'll see. We have all Thursday to set up.
How do they know who's a full-time employee of yours?
We're all full-time. We're all full-time employees. What do you mean, how do you know? They mean they're not like... Don't worry about it. That's fine. Everybody's a full-time employee.
Yeah, but no, I'm wondering whether I can bring Miguel's kid in. The guy that does my lawn, one of his kids to help us work and unload and set up and work the booth.
For the whole... Yeah, he's a full-time employee of ours.
Okay, now it said we have to supply them with a number for an emergency contact or something. What was that?
I didn't read that part.
Okay, so you think it will be okay for me to grab this kid Miguel?
Of course,
right?
of course. He's a full-time employee of ours.
Okay, what time Thursday are we planning on setting up?
As soon as we can. As soon as they allow us to pull up with the truck, we should pull up with the trucks. To set up on Thursday.
What time that was in the morning. Okay, let me run. Talk to me later, because Miguel's out there cleaning my yard now with his kid, and I can tell his kid, I could probably use him.
Yeah, all 3 days. 4 days.
Okay.
All 4 days. Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Do you have the other girls coming too?
Who?
The girl?
What girl?
The full-time employee girl.
You mean me from Jupiter, from Ben's daughter's friend?
Yeah.
No.
She canceled?
They never called me and said they would do it.
Oh, okay.
You sure they're not waiting? So right now it's me, you, and Ben, and I'll grab Miguel's kid, and probably Laurie might work and help watch and stuff.
Well, Katie's coming too.
Oh, okay, well, whatever. So I will tell Miguel's kid yes.
Well, is Laurie gonna work for 3 days?
No.
So then tell Miguel's kid yes, because me, you, Ben.
Okay, all right, let me go out.
How many passes do we get? We get what? 1 for each? We get 4?
For what?
Well, I'll talk to you later.
Okay, so I won't tell him anything yet. Don't tell him now. Stop it, Kathy, please.
Tell him now. Tell him now. We need an extra.
If we only get 4, then that will leave Katie out.
We'll talk about it later.
Okay.
All right.
But yes now or not? Should I tell the kid yes or no for right now?
Tell him yes.
Okay. I'll wait until I talk to you, okay?
Okay.
Because we can let him know at any time, all right?
Right.
Okay.
Okay.
All right, I'll speak to you later.
All righty.
All right, bye-bye.
Sorry about that, everybody. That was a little G4 Comics business.
That phone call brought to you by
Boston
G4Comics.com. G4Comics.com, the best place on the internet to buy comics.
Yes.
So, am I a full-time employee as well?
Everyone is.
Everyone is.
No benefits.
No benefits?
None.
The only benefit is comics. Hanging around with comics.
You get to read comics.
For some reason, when you said that, it reminded me of... You remember the Transformers movie?
Which one?
When, with Orson Welles as the Huge Planet.
Like the original?
I think so. What was the movie where they, it was like a zombie thing, where if they touched you, then they would infect your system and make you a bad guy and everything. You don't remember that?
One of the Shia LaBeouf movies?
No,
you're talking
the
about
animated movies.
Yeah, no, that's too long ago. It's too long ago.
But I just
Too many
remember
sandwiches.
one of the small guys touched one of the big Transformers. He goes, "I'm a tomato. You want to be a tomato too? Everyone's a tomato." Don't quote me on that.
Okay.
But anyway, welcome.
No quotes for you.
You want to keep that on the show? Hey, runtime, everyone. Runtime. View time, as they say.
Yeah.
Speaking of that, it's pretty funny that Mr. King of the Internet, PewDiePie, actually made a video about, like, some girl apparently roasted him. Whenever he says so-and-so roasted me, it's hysterical because it's not really. It's just either a dumb kid, but it shows this girl talking. I think she talks about PewDiePie for maybe 2 minutes, and then it shows her, like, little thanks for watching, and it just shows a slide. And all of a sudden he goes, "What's going on here? What's going on here?" The rest of the 10 minutes is all a slide. He just starts laughing his ass. He goes, "Ah, you're doing it. You're doing it. Yes, it's working. It's working."
Right.
So, yeah,
time.
more than 10 minutes. Add as many ads as you want. And that's clever. It's pretty funny because he was over the moon. First, he thought it was, "Oh, what's this girl all about? Oh, yes, spandex. Hooray, yes." Because he was looking at her other videos and she's showing off yoga pants and how hot they are. He's like, "Oh, yes, yes. Bookmark that. Yes." But yeah, he lost his shit and he was laughing his ass off because some girl was actually manipulating view time in a clever way. Not a clever way, because the thing is, it was funny to him because she may have had like an extra, like an ad in the middle and ad at the end, which is, it's not a set rule, but that's cool, and no one's gonna give you shit about it. It's, hey, great, hey, 2 extra ads, that's great, bring in that money. But then you have somebody else, like, he added 7 ads to a reaction video that he did. So, if you guys don't remember, reaction videos are those where they just steal content and then they just pretend to laugh at it. But, turning over a new leaf, Joe, I don't know if you can see this. I have a fancy new haircut. So now...
I can't see it. He's faceless.
I am faceless.
All I can see is the haircut.
Yes, exactly. That's, strangely enough...
It looks like a blonde Conan coif that isn't coif.
It's a Conan coif. Let's just say I could probably describe it better as, well, since I don't have a face, I'm actually using telepathy to talk to you because I have no mouth. But if you were to Google pyrocynical face reveal, that's exactly the haircut I have. Believe it or not. I know that I get... Somebody actually made a joke because I don't really like posting pictures, or didn't like to post pictures anymore on Facebook of myself. But I was like, hey, why not? I'm having a good hair day. And it was very, very interesting that I said you can't be scared. Like if you're scared about, like, stuff in the world and everything, you're fearing, and you're worried about everything, the world is crashing down on you. I'm not saying that was me, but I'm saying if you feel that way, stop, turn around, and run back to it.
No.
Cue the inspirational music.
This is how you deal with that. Embrace. No shame, no pride.
I knew you were going to bring up that. See.
Where's the fear?
Where
does your fear come from?
The fear is only in your mind.
The fear comes from places of shame and places of pride. Failing at prideful things or doing shameful acts. No shame, no pride destroys fear.
We're going to make that a t-shirt. We're going to show your face.
So say no shame, no pride.
I'm going to see if I can get with
no
Maddie
pride,
Pancakes,
no shame,
and I'm
like
going to put a picture of you behind a podium, and it's going to say no shame, no pride. I'm going to make it look like the Trump logo, Trump poster.
I'm waiting for the t-shirt or the meme that has my quote, like, give me dicks, with like dicks all over. Still, I'm waiting for it from that podcast.
Gonna get working on those shirts, and I guarantee you, I'm gonna seriously work on the no shame, no pride, and I'll have Maddie Pancakes do another picture of you, and we're going to sell it in the store. And so you can be part of the DICAST House FOP revolution and get yourself a no shame, no pride t-shirt. Wear with pride. Wear with shame.
No shame, no pride kills fear.
All right, stop the inspirational music. Okay, no, we got lots of news.
News.
And the news is we have no news.
Oh.
But we have a couple of talking points, and just to close out the whole, being happy about yourself. I guess somebody. I'll close with a funny story. I'm doing some bullshit class in college just to finish out my degree, and I had to take drawing, and I'm taking drawing, and I'm breezing by in my internet marketing class, and it's having the best summer of my life, and I was sitting across from another fellow, a veteran, an army guy, don't really know, kind of looks like Spock, but I wasn't gonna.
Wasn't like Navy Army animosity there?
You know
he
what?
wasn't
I
like,
don't
fuck
really...
you, Sea Dog, and you weren't like, fuck you, Grunt.
No, it's typically, I would say, like, they would call us the taxi.
Oh, right.
And I would call him the bullet sponge. So, but I don't really look like your well, before I didn't. I
But,
didn't
like,
look like your typical veteran.
Those are like those taxis though. How many taxis have fucking 55-inch howitzers pointing up the fucking
Exactly. Gotta represent, all right? And also, if a Marine wants to talk shit about a Navy guy, I laugh at them, even though God bless.
They are Navy.
Exactly.
Like,
God
what the
bless
fuck is
you.
your point?
God bless you, the
and even
Ninjarine.
in the Division of Navy.
That's what I was going to bring
It's
up.
like, we wanted to be Navy, but we wanted to be Army, but we like the water. What? No, they are Navy. They
I know how to swim.
fucking
That's
Navy.
why I went to the Navy. But
So, you know what the 3 biggest air forces are in the world? Or at least it was when I was in high school.
Russian.
Is number what?
When
I was in high school.
Israel.
Nope.
No?
Nope.
China.
Nope. It was. I don't know. It's probably still the same. It was the United States Air Force. No. The United States Navy was number 1, I believe.
Yeah.
And then the Russian Air Force, and then the United States Air Force.
That's actually pretty awesome.
Yeah.
To think about it.
It was like the
when you say that whole entire U.S. Navy, U.S. Marines, I love the Ninjarine and all my other fellow veteran Marine status friends.
Ninjarine? Is that
yes,
like a sail?
Vince Clapper.
A seal, rather?
Vince Clapper, 2-time American Ninja Warrior contestant, and also an instructor, Master Sensei, over a place called Jimja. If you live in the area of Massachusetts and you want to learn how to do American Ninja Warrior stuff, like run the warp wall, which we are going to do. We had to reschedule, but we are going to do that challenge. He's the head coach at that gym.
Nice. We have another challenge we're doing today.
We are.
This is exciting.
Oh, yes, that's right. But hold on, before we get to that, just wrapping up 2 things.
Oh, I bounce all over the place.
A lieutenant literally just... a Marine was getting cocky in front of a U.S. Navy lieutenant. And he's all like laughing and everything. And he was a higher up enlisted, maybe like a, E7. And the lieutenant just looks at him and he goes, and being frank as possible, he goes, keep talking shit, but your paycheck says United States Navy, U.S. Marine Corps. You're our people. We're not your people.
Here's my question, though. So you have the Marines, which are a division of the Navy. You have the Army and the Air Force, which are both separate from the Navy or the Marines. And when a lower officer walks up from, like, the Army to the Air Force,
yep,
does he salute?
We always salute. And the thing is, just so like in Bennett...
Here's my next question is, if you're a Navy officer, can you give a command to a Marine
to salute?
Lower rank. A command. Can you command, like, if you're a Navy officer, can you command someone that's not in your platoon, not in your division? Or is there, like, just because you're a lieutenant... You can't
give him a combat order unless he's directly in your...
tie your shoe, sailor, or something.
No, he can. He can do that. Because the thing is, it's pretty funny. I laugh at it, and I'll probably quote it down the road, maybe some other time. Remember in Band of Brothers? When it was a whole officer question, and he goes, you're not saluting the person, you're saluting the uniform.
Right.
It's because the thing is, he's a commissioned officer. But it doesn't matter. It's like, it could be an ensign who's an E1 fresh out of high school, and then you could have a sergeant major in the Marines, and that sergeant major still has to salute to that ensign who's probably 20 years old.
An ensign is a higher rank than a sergeant major?
Ensign is the first rank of a commissioned officers.
So what's the lowest rank in the Navy?
E1. Seaman recruit.
What were you?
I started as a seaman recruit, and I got out as a...
And that was, you just walked in out of high school, and you said, okay, seaman recruit.
Seaman recruit
Taka.
with no schooling whatsoever. And I would have to say that I was a pirate. More or less in the fact that it felt like prison. You had no friends, and everyone had their looking out for each other. But drove the ship, paint the ship, and steer the ship, paint the ship, tow the ship, fuel the ship, chip the paint, everything. Sweep the ship.
Swap
pretty
the
much
deck.
like a janitor, maintenance guy. And I got out.
Yeah, for every fighting guy, there's 10 maintenance guys.
Yeah. And I got out as a as a petty officer, second class, surface warfare, air warfare, blah blah Taka. So my official rank was operations specialist, second class, surface warfare, air warfare, Taka.
And how high up is that?
That's E5.
And how high? And then what's after E5?
E6.
After that?
How up? That's E7. Oh, E9. That's master.
There's a lot
master.
of E's.
So it would be Master Chief. Halo video games, yes.
And that's right below the sergeant?
No, it would be like, say for instance, Navy. It would be
Navy's completely different than Marine.
Yeah, no,
rankings.
it's a different. Let's just say incomparable. And to my experience, it was seaman recruit, seaman. Seaman recruit, seaman apprentice, seaman. Petty officer third class, petty officer second class, petty officer first class, chief petty officer, senior chief petty officer, master chief petty officer, and then enlisted members can strike out and become chief warrant officers or apply to the be commissioned, and then they can start.
Did you think about doing that?
No, absolutely not. That's why I'm here, drinking coffee out of a Captain America Avengers mug.
It's more than just the Avengers. There's Wolverine's on there.
Wolverine, Spidey. Speaking of that, I cannot wait. I actually have to get a little bit slimmer. That's why I had to start working out again if I want to look good in my Spider-Man Civil War costume. But
gun shoots in an hour and a half.
Yeah. Oh yeah. We want to make sure that we do that. So blah blah blah. Officers, great, awesome. Yeah, show your face. Have a good
one
time.
whale says to the other, "Hey, I got an idea. Why don't we go flip over those ships and eat all those sailors?" He goes, I ain't in the mood for seamen.
Moving on.
It always gets caught in my teeth.
Where did we leave off? With let's.
So you were sitting in your class. You having a great summer sitting in your class.
Yeah. Caricatures. Drawing each other, and I was doing my best. And he had high and tight and everything. Looks like he works out a lot.
And that made you want high and tight.
Yeah. No, absolutely not.
We were talking about getting your high and tight.
Yeah, I was getting but the thing is more or less going back because it's been a while since I've been like that, and I like to change it up. And it wasn't because I admired his thing; it's just I felt like I needed to change because I was getting pretty shaggy. What?
1998.
1998 since you had short hair?
Since I shaved my head.
Oh wow!
I mean, as you can see, I got to take off the sides in the summer, and a little bit in the back, but 1998. I had dreadlocks
rocking
down
that,
to here.
Jonathan Davis haircut.
No, I had dreadlocks down to here already in 98 and shaved those off. And those I started in 95. So pretty much, with the exception of that one shave, I've been dreadlocked since 1995.
Wow.
Basically 21 years. So 20 of the last 21 years I've had dreadlocks.
Maybe it's Maybelline, maybe it's dreadlocks.
And this set for like 18 years or something like that.
But to finish out the story,
yeah.
He drew me. And have you ever seen that internet meme of the dorky kind of like, super gamer, the one with the double chins and the glasses and the acne and the long hair and the
when
glasses?
I look in the mirror, I see myself stream.
Here, watch this. Look at the screen right now. As you can see.
No, wait, not now.
Not now.
Right now.
Okay, now it's there. And as you can see in this picture, that's how that veteran saw me. He just timestamp. Oh no.
So you remember where it is?
About 28 minutes, 27 minutes. Thank you, by the way. And it's pretty funny because he's like, I don't know, that's the way I picture you. Wow. And that didn't tell me I need a haircut. I was like, it was weird, and all of a sudden I threw it back on him.
That's the way I picture you.
That's the way I picture you. And I go,
so you drew this awful, horrible fucking monster on the paper.
It's horrible.
You're like, what the fuck is that? And there's like a pile of like dog shit on the paper.
You should probably work on shooting people more than drawing. Don't quit your day job.
Try that. When your teacher says, you're gonna have to do a self-portrait at some point, right? Have you already done one?
Yeah. No, I'm working on it right now.
Just do like do a gag one and just do like a steaming pile with a fly or two, and hand that in and be like, I sat down and I drew myself, and this took me. I worked.
Stop recording.
Oh, and I worked so hard on this.
3, 2, 1.
So long on this, and hand her that. and see what she
this
says.
This is how I see myself.
And right, and then say that to her, and then say, and it's not only how I see myself.
I'm surrounded
the other guy in the class
by suppositories.
It wasn't how far away he saw it.
And Kirk Saves Christmas DVDs.
Now, in no way does Taka resemble a steaming pile of anything to me. Of goodness,
steaming pile
of
of
kindness.
Sexiness. That's right.
He's gonna add a sizzle and like a.
And now, ouch, ooh, and then you put that finger in your mouth and you go like, Okay, this got really gay.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I do you know what my this is actually what I said. I go, when I look at that, I go, I laugh and I go, well, I tried to cut down on the fact that your ears look like Spock, but I couldn't help it. You know, actually, I'm paraphrasing, but I said, well, I go, well, I was trying to
kind your face up a little.
Yeah, I winced a little bit, and I go, well, I tried to make your ears more like Spock, but I ran out of time. And I go, ooh, roasted, burned.
Oh, burn.
So I literally did that. It was pretty wincy. That was a horrible story. I'm sorry. Took forever to say that. So I know that we got on a tangent about ranks and everything. So hopefully. Hey guys, welcome back, because you didn't want to hear about military stuff, and this was the cue marker where you can just jump right to it. So, welcome back to the show. It wasn't really much a commercial break, but anyway, jumping in there. Okay, conspiracy theories. There was a very huge conspiracy theory that was on the internet probably last week, maybe at the start of the week. Yeah, it was around Monday that it happened, and it broke the internet, or broke the YouTube. More or less. What is your favorite kind of conspiracy theory? Oh, jeez. Is the cat stuck in your dreads?
Yeah, she's got like nine toes on each paw, as you can see by these big fucking.
That's crazy.
Paws.
Quit showing your pussy on the camera.
She's my girl, like 19 years old, baby doll.
There was a YouTube personality. I know that, hey, guess what? We're jumping along the...
so, yeah.
Let's make a video about this person on YouTube, because there's never enough. Oh, no. I'll ask you that. I think I jumped the gun. You know, I came too early when I wanted to talk about this. There is a particular YouTuber named Marina Joyce who's very, very weird. And she probably either lives with she's either schizophrenic, or something seriously wrong with her, or she's done way too many drugs, or LSD, whatever. But she would make videos where it's a horrible makeup, like tutorial kind of series, and she looks like a raver girl. She's a raver girl, you know.
Raver girls look nice.
They look nice. This one, it may be a little bit of heroin chic in there, and
like
she was
heroin chic. If you mean you're talking,
I'm talking about like bugged out, not like attractive, but the lights are on, but no one's home. That
so
kind
more like Courtney, not John Travolta from Pulp Fiction. More like Courtney Love from Reality.
Yeah, pretty much.
That kind of heroin chic.
Well, more. But she made a lot of videos. But then I guess according to the internet, her last big couple of videos were really weird, in the fact that she was acting very erratic. Strangely enough, she had 600,000 subscribers, and she started.
So being high on camera gets you views.
Yeah, and she was modeling a dress, and she was acting all weird, and she was turning around, and then she would look off the camera at person and almost look scared, which somebody said that it may have been, you know, her schizophrenia acting up, or the fact that she was riding dragon, she was tripping, and she was seeing things that are not there, and then she would be modeling and looking weird off the camera, more or less like someone was making her do it, and then all of a sudden, out came all these like weird tweets. I think I'm trying to remember the chronological events that happened. It's in England. This girl who lives there, and all of a sudden it was really weird where she said, "Hey, come and party with us at 6 a.m. at this location, and it was all jumbled up. And she said this event was going on at Monday morning at 6 a.m. their time, but it was for an event that was a week later, and then they couldn't get a hold of her. And this is what the internet thought. The internet thought that ISIS captured her.
Why?
It was making her do videos for them for money. And so they thought that she was a captive, or they thought she was being kidnapped and making videos. And people were doing all their conspiracy theories. They're like, here, pardon the video. If you listen to it and loop it back, she's saying, help me.
If you actually, I didn't read that part, but I did my own investigation into this, and I watched back all the videos and I read all the tweets. Oh,
so you have heard about it.
I have. And when I finished my investigation into this and compiling all the information that I found and could find, because I thought it was very strange, I came to the only logical conclusion that anybody could come to, and that's George Costanza's spaghetti monster came down and kidnapped her and wormed its way into her brain and cloned her.
Pod people.
Re-inseminated her into society.
Inseminated her.
It's very important. You got to understand how that works.
Oh, okay.
And then, through that, was able to create these very odd videos.
You know what? Strangely enough, that's more believable than the entire internet.
Right. I mean, I have no idea what we're even talking about here. It just
you just made that up?
Yeah, all of it. Completely 100%. No, it's true. The spaghetti monster did it.
That's actually great. Thank you very much for doing that, because that leads us to the whole conspiracy theory. Because here's the weirdest thing. Like, she posted that. All of a sudden, people were like, she was doing live streams, and they were like, touch your nose or raise your hands up if someone is holding you against your will. And she would do it. And then all of a sudden, they were worried, and all of a sudden they were tweeting to her, and goes, we know you can't reply.
Wait. So here's the thing. Hold your hands up if you're being held against your will.
No, she would do the whole entire weird.
You could do that, but like during your live stream, don't say I'm being held against my will. It's like whoever's watching her do the live stream isn't hearing her or you give these commands just like anybody. Because it's the fucking stupidest shit I've ever fucking heard.
Well, here's the other here's the other thing. They were like this tweet if someone is making you do something you don't want to do, and she would like it. She was liking every one of those, and they're like, it's true, she's being held. No. And the thing is,
it's stupid.
Here's the thing. In one day, she accumulated more than 700,000 new subscribers.
Of course she did.
One day. She's over 1 million now. And every one of her videos has more than 1 million. The videos that they were investigating and everything, 10 million. And the fact that she's now set for life. And the craziest thing is, Philip DeFranco, who does he's been doing it for years, like 10 years on YouTube.
Have you found a self-mutilation channel yet?
His?
No, have you found
a self-mutilation channel? I didn't know those exist, and I don't want them to exist.
If they haven't existed yet, they will exist soon. You already have people like doing things like threatening suicide or committing suicide or, live streaming actual drive-bys accidentally and shit. It's only a matter of time until you have like okay, this is my shit. I like to fucking cut myself, so I'm gonna do it every day on fucking YouTube.
I think that goes against the TOS, but
no, because when YouTube turns around and says you can't do that, you just send a letter back saying it's fake, and that's how good my graphics are. That's how good I do my fucking shtick is. How's YouTube going to say no? What, you can put any other fucking horror shit up, but you can't put me cutting my arm up? How do you know that's real or not? How do you know if you watched me fucking roll anything and fucking light it up and smoke and go, oh, so good shit, my cat's high too. You don't know if I'm smoking fucking anything at all, or it's just fucking computer shit, Or,
that is very
or
true.
It's just grass I picked out on the front lawn and decided to fucking...
Smoking...
Or tobacco, it's...
Poly
anything can be anything, and YouTube would have no way of proving it otherwise, so the offensive fucking
help me
wouldn't mean anything. That's it. Like, so the self-mutilation channel will exist soon.
That's going to be the most
and that's
popular
just proof
channel
of it.
I have seen people self-mutilating themselves or faking self-mutilation for particular live streamers or YouTubers.
Have people live streamed tattoos yet? Like,
no.
Is there live stream tattoo channels yet?
That is going to be the most popular thing in the upcoming years.
Like piercing channels, like let's throw a fucking YouTube shit down at Purple Scorpion. Let's go down there and be like, listen, we want to set up a YouTube channel and YouTube every fucking tattoo that you put out.
Oh, yeah, that's when you run into a problem where you would actually have to have the a sign-off as far as permission to film each and every person that has there, and they have to sign off the fact that...
What, they wouldn't? Well, I'm going to be on YouTube. I'm going to be on a YouTube video?
You're going to be on YouTube video. What if something goes wrong?
Well, of course, every single one of them doesn't have to sign it. You just don't put them on a YouTube video. But anybody that does... they sign the waivers.
Do you imagine those reality TV shows that actually do the tattooing?
And the shop already has insurance on whether or not something goes wrong. So you would only have to worry about, like, is my camera going to explode and someone's going to get fucking injured?
True.
Or is, like, the electrical... Is like the microphone that I hooked up electrocute someone. Like, that's the only shit you would personally have to worry about if you went into a shop like that. But
it's very interesting how we touched in there. You tricked me with the whole... George Costanza spaghetti monster, and you pretty much probably do ad-libbing that entire thing. But she did a interview with Philip DeFranco, and she's out of it. She was straight out Courtney loving it. Like, you know how, here, lift your hands up like this, and it almost like, bang, you're arrested, hands up. Yeah, just imagine somebody talking like that and moving their hands around for an entire... Could you do that for an entire interview?
You forget where I worked for 15 years, 40 hours a week. 42 and a half hours
But not even somebody going bang, 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 bang.
John.
Like, Okay, so you understand. So, not to break HIPAA law or whatever.
If I watched the video, I would probably be able to tell you if she was just weird, sick, or high, or combinations of all three. But I would have to watch it, and I have no interest in, if someone is sick like that, I have no interest in watching that for entertainment purposes. I think that's disgusting and shameful.
That granted, Philip DeFranco is well known as far as an interview, but I feel that it was very jarring to watch because putting that on the internet and broadcasting the entire interview that you had with somebody that is obviously A, mentally disturbed, or B, tripping on drugs or has a really bad drug problem for money. I don't know if he monetized it, but if he did, I would probably...
Well, there's plenty of people that do. Like, if you watch
pretty shitty.
If you watch Tosh.0, a couple times
exploiting
this
everyone
season,
tons of times.
Well, there's yes, he does, but there's the ones that I'm particularly talking about are the ones that are like it's somebody naked walking down the street, or even cops on TV does it too. Like, someone is naked, either drunk or high, or in the middle of
that jail show,
or in the middle of a psychotic episode of some sort, and all their other legal documents signed in those states, in that state of being, and including the one for put this shit on TV. So they have them sign it, and they're obviously crazy, or going through something very difficult and very hard, and let's make that entertainment. That is not entertainment to me. That's
no, it's exploitative.
It's exploitative. It's sick.
It was pretty crazy. It's just,
I wouldn't want my family member being put on television at
absolutely
that moment,
me
or
neither,
on the internet like that, and in spite of whether or not they signed a form saying it was okay. People would look at this and watch this and be like, these two guys are fucking nuts. They got to be on something, or maybe schizophrenic to put this shit up. But, I am of sound mind and sane mind, so I do this fully willing.
I think that there was conspiracies, and also conspiracies of the fact that she literally played everyone, and it was either she is really crazy, really on drugs, or this was the greatest marketing campaign.
She's just weird, man.
It's crazy because
some people are just weird and not crazy.
She was very weird, but she's like, yeah, thanks for the new subscribers. I'm over 1 million now. Yay, I get my plaque. And she's like, thank you. But it's like, Wow. Okay. So I felt really weird, and I had to shut it off. But the simple fact that, more or less, I would have to say and agree with IEG or Alex and everybody from DICAST that says that her channel's going to die down. Yeah, congratulations, you went over that milestone, but you know, the longevity of your account is not going to be able to keep that.
And even if you keep that subscription up, your view time will drop. People don't quit subscriptions
they just
much
won't
as
watch you
right.
anymore, and you're going to see a drastic change. It's almost like box office earnings for a movie that no one really knows, that they don't have a screener for. Everybody's anticipating watch, like Batman v Superman. Boom. Did great the first weekend, but I'm pretty sure that or Ghostbusters.
3 weeks later it was done.
Exactly. It probably went from like number 1 to like the biggest drop I ever saw was like a movie like Dracula Untold or Tarzan, where it was like number 1 or 2.
The new Tarzan, the one that just came out.
Yeah, and then all of a sudden,
Alexander Skarsgård.
Yeah. It was like pretty high up, and then not even in the top 5. Right there. So yeah, we're 5:27. We want to
plenty of time.
Okay, great. We're still running. We're good. Yeah, it's just weird. But the thing is, I'm gonna try to do far less YouTube things because I want to actually cut my viewings of YouTube stuff in general down significantly, because I feel that it can be. I would like to have that mentality where this isn't real life. Like, YouTube is not real life, and I understand that. But I think that no, it's not important. Granted, yes, it's a great business for people to run and do things, and you can laugh at it from time to time. But don't. What I have to say for everyone out there who's watching this with DICAST, don't fixate on so many things, and don't fixate on that kind of stuff. Just enjoy life and do other things other than that.
Be excited about what you do.
Exactly. Be excited for what you do. And a lot of great people, like Joe, who creates great quality content. This show not being one of them.
None of
or like even like Phil or any other people.
He creates the content.
Lot of great producers on YouTube or whatever.
And you
don't bother. Thank you. They don't bother with other people because they don't want their creative projects to be influenced by somebody else. One good person I would have to say, I'm following him, and on Twitch, he's a Hall of Fame inductee for Twitch, and you're probably saying that's not really important. The man has his channel has more than 43 million views, and the fact that he played video games. He played one or two games every day for 2 years straight, and he had a 2-year challenge. It's Matt McKnight.
Different games or the same games? You mean Madden games?
No. 2 different games, more or less. I believe it was either Faster Than Light and The Binding of Isaac. And his name is Matt McKnight. He's Lethal Frag on Twitch. Huge following. But the thing is, I enjoy watching this person, and sometimes watching too much. That's the reason why that's probably where the whole cancerous term came up with when it comes to YouTube stuff, is because they do no good, and they can spread out in your entire, way of thinking.
Well,
and being
some
influenced.
YouTube stuff can do a lot of good. Like, I don't know, when I had my motorcycle, I learned how to change my oil.
Oh, I'm not saying all of YouTube. I'm saying like certain people like Leafy, or certain people like prank shows, or certain people that are just nothing but gaming stuff. And also live streaming people, especially on Twitch. You have people like Chance Morris, that it's their entire fan base is comprised of nothing but people who may be a little bit toxic, more or less.
Well, what do we decide what's good and what's
not?
Exactly.
Who are we to decide?
Because what they influence in other people, even if we don't like I've said it before, I don't watch any YouTube shit. Like, almost none. My YouTube watch time is maybe 10 minutes a week.
Wow.
Maybe 10 minutes a week. And that's all like, oh, someone posted this video on Facebook.
Oh, okay.
And so that's the 10 minutes of YouTube that I watch a week. Now, the amount of content I put on YouTube is hours and
astronomical.
hours and
so
hours
that's great, because it's great to bounce things off of you, because you ground a lot of the stuff that people may have questions for. Me being the complete polar opposite, we're almost like the odd couple. But I would like to see if I can limit that, because I think that the reason why people maybe consider cancers or maybe consider this or that is because they just don't get it.
It's
but
just
it's
different
not
for everybody.
Exactly. It's not, when you say you don't get it, it's not particularly a bad thing. It's just that that's marketed toward a younger demographic. And I believe that Lethal Frag, in my opinion, one of the best. You could see from the stuff, it may look boring from the outside looking in, but the man streams almost every night, and he provides quality content, and it's engaging, it's community based, you have fun watching it, and he puts on a great show. And it's more like our kind of, that's the reason why I decided to scale back on not playing games that may get me aggro, and it's nice and calm to be able to enjoy a game and be immersed in the game. And then also
the game that you were playing last night is those kind of games, a World of Warcraft game, can be very zenful. Spend hours mining, working on your character, not thinking about anything but the game, not worrying about other people,
like
messing
me
with
in
your
the
game.
Division. I felt like I was just fixating on so many different things by ignoring reality in general during spring break. But this, I want to be able to provide a quality show whenever I live stream, but also be able to have complete, be transparent, be able to talk to people, be able to have a communication with our viewers, because it's great. We had more viewers last night, and being able to have great conversations with people is what and that's what Matt focuses on. There have been different times where it got a little rocky, but he creates great game shows, great broadcasts and shows, and he does cooking with Frag, and he'll do, because he used to be a chef, and his wife controls the live streaming as far as the switching, but he broadcasts from his kitchen, and he shows the entire preparation of an awesome meal. I was able to watch my first one in its entirety for he was doing he was doing a pad thai, and it was amazing. And he also works on and rebuilds pinball machines.
Oh, cool.
And the thing is, he has such a huge presence on Twitch, but I don't think he watches that much YouTube. And you could see certain videos, it's like 200, 500 views, 100 views on his videos, and you probably see from just looking at YouTube, he's probably not that huge and popular. 36,000 followers on subscribers on YouTube, but it's community driven. It's an older audience. It's laid back. It's very zen like, and I appreciate that. And so I would like to that would be my target, to be able to try to focus on that, to be more zen like.
My whole thing with YouTube is I can't find the shit I'd like to watch.
Cutting videos.
You watch one video, and then you're fucking recommended anything that's tagged remotely close to that video. And because people can tag it with a video with a million tags.
It's the algorithm that messes with you.
Right. So, like, if the things I would want to watch might be on YouTube, but most likely I'm not going to find it, or I'm going to spend more time looking for shit to watch, like I do with Netflix or any of those other services, than I do actually watching anything.
Okay.
So.
Perfect segue. Netflix. Oh my gosh. The viral hit phenomenon on Netflix right now.
Stranger something?
No, BoJack Horseman season 3.
I can't stand BoJack Horseman.
I actually found that Will Arnett has found a nice groove in regards to being a voice actor, because not only is he the Lego Batman, but he's also BoJack Horseman. Yeah. I enjoy it because I
watched the first
BoJack
3
Horseman
episodes.
is very weird,
sucked.
but I like the fact that they have a lot of very funny comedians playing a lot of the characters, and it's set in this weird anthropomorphic world. But the best thing is,
I hate it.
But Aaron Paul from Breaking Bad playing the dumb sidekick, like the Kato Kalin.
I know nothing about the show.
Well, he's Aaron Paul. We know as Jesse and everything.
Yeah.
He plays the dumbest person next to Mr. Peanut Butter, who's a dog who used to have like.
I don't know what Mr. Peanut Butter is either.
Well, BoJack Horseman, pretty much. Did you get the idea where he's a whole like?
No, I watched the first 3 episodes. I literally couldn't get into any of them. Barely paid attention to any of the first 3 episodes, and then turned it off and have never looked back. And have always said it just fucking sucks. Can't stand it. Don't like it. Don't know why I'm even entertaining you talking about it right now.
Stranger Things.
I don't know anything about this. I heard you mention it. I heard a couple other people mention it. I haven't watched any of it, though.
One thing I can say about this, fuck the 80s.
I lived through them. I don't need to watch them.
Exactly. And I think that it's very cliche and very
the reason why the 80s show didn't
toward the hipster demographic out there, that this show purely is the viral hit of Netflix, and people are toting that it's the best show that Netflix has ever produced and has ever put out. And it's like, okay, I'm going to stop you right there, because there are a plethora. There's far too many great Netflix shows out there that are far better content, story, actors, just everything about that. Saying that Stranger Things is a better show than House of Cards or the first season of Daredevil or any particularly produced stuff for Netflix is coming in second to Stranger. And the reason why, I literally asked a lot of people why, and they would say acting and blah, blah, blah. But their number one reason why they think it's the greatest thing in the world is because it looks like the 80s. Are you fucking kidding me?
That goes a long way.
It goes a long way to the whole 80s babies and everything. But
no, people love period pieces.
I like period pieces as well, but seriously, fuck the 80s. I hate that. I really cannot. I'm struggling through watching this.
Do you remember in the early 90s? Do you remember watching like the Doors movie?
With Val Kilmer?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fucking awesome, right?
Yeah.
Not to people from the that lived through the 60s.
Exactly.
I fucking hated the 60s.
Exactly.
Those fucking dirty hippies. What the fuck is this? They should all been arrested.
Exactly. I think that the majority, it's damn millennials who are voting for Bernie Sanders. No, but seriously, fuck the 80s. And I honestly, if a show is going to be the greatest show that Netflix ever produces, you have to capture the audience with a story and the characters before any kind of kitschy kind of like Wes Anderson bullshit where it's filmed a certain way.
Yeah, that's the last thing. That's the last thing.
What last thing?
How it's filmed is the last.
Yeah, it should be the last thing. You should appreciate, just imagine it's like, oh, I love this show because they do that J.J. Abrams glitter thing. Everyone, okay, wait a minute. Everybody wants some.
Everybody wants some.
There's this awful movie that was put out maybe last year. I can't search it because I have no internet. That's fine. But I think that I wrote down the director somewhere, but I believe that this person made a period piece about the 70s or 80s. And it was marketed as, and it literally looked like a clone of maybe Dazed and Confused, but not with hippies, but with jocks and going to college and becoming a baseball star. But, Freddie Prinze Jr. did that already in a movie based in Cape Cod, Little League or whatever it was.
Dude, I love that other dude.
What other dude?
Matthew Lillard.
Oh, what are you talking about, Shaggy?
Yeah, I fucking love Matthew
Lillard.
Oh,
no, Matthew Lillard is great.
He's the other half of Freddie Prinze.
It's true. It's very true. But getting back to why I dislike, because Stranger Things, I'm literally, the more struggling, the more I get angry about watching this show, because people are like, oh my God, Stranger Things. Oh my God, Stranger Things. It's like, it is nothing but this person decided to film it a certain way. But it's one thing to film it a certain way, but to make everything 80s down to the Stephen King lettering, to literally try to, if they snuck it into say for instance, they still had DVD stores out and somebody made this little movie and they snuck it into blockbuster movies. People are like, man, I don't even remember when this came out. Mom, did you remember? Man, this movie's so cool.
They would think it sucked.
They would think it's like, who made? What, did Stephen King make this movie? It literally does the titling, the everything except for, I was expecting to see like film age and pops and tinny sounds, because it's a total bullshit move in my opinion. It's great and it should win best cinematography, but best story, it only gets good in my opinion around maybe episode 5. But I struggled to get to episode 3. It was like, this is it. This is what it is. Joe, let's just say that this is a combination between E.T. If E.T. was a little girl.
E.T. sucked.
If E.T. was a little girl, just imagine, just replace E.T. with a little girl. That's literally, and you know, the kids. Well, E.T., like the kid, Elliot, helps him and helps him find his way home and has to battle against the Dark Men and the CIA.
Yeah, that movie
stopped
sucked.
the recording, and 3, 2, 1, boom. They're
E.T.
filming.
sucked.
We're filming, but the CIA, the dark CIA, coming after you, and blah 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 blah. And this girl's running, and she has supernatural powers, and she can move around. It is no better than, in my opinion, an X-Files episode. Elongated. This could have been an X-Files movie.
Something I'm gonna have to check out.
It's
so far the only dissenting voice I've heard about it.
I'm like that lone person.
Let me ask you a question.
Yeah.
What did you think of Birdman?
Hated it.
Okay. I hated it too.
I fucking hated it. It was so yes, exactly. That winning best movie is a complete fuck you to all the fans. No, a fuck you to actual quality moviegoers or anybody, because
it was the first movie I'd seen in the theater in about a year. I almost never go.
Sorry.
And I was like, Michael Keaton, gotta support him. Love Michael Keaton. Oh, I can even get behind the main chicky girl. I kind of like her too.
Emma Stone.
Emma Stone, right?
Yeah.
And so I'm like, okay, I'm gonna go to this movie. And like, twice I looked at Kia. I was like, do you want to go? Should we leave?
Did you walk out?
We almost did twice, but the thing is you spend so much money, and like I was still eating popcorn, and I was still drinking my Coke the first time. So I was like, well, I just want to finish this shit, you know?
I have to go. I have to see if it has a good payoff.
Right, and like, no, it just like all the way right up to the end when fucking Emma Stone,
some old bullshit. Like, fuck you.
Like, oh god, bullshit. Your father splattered on the fucking ground, and you're like,
oh man, that's
stupid fucking.
I love the
movie.
way it's like. It's like if somebody gave a college student money, like millions of dollars, to make their dream show. I honestly, yeah, it deserves to be in Netflix. Fuck this show. It literally, because the thing is, this in no way is to insult. This diatribe, this rant is in no way am I insulting the acting of the kids, because the acting is great. And certain people, the kids are acting great. The girl, the least. I like her the least. 11. I like her the least. I would have to say that Winona Ryder, who's in it, she's doing great.
Now I'm definitely gonna check it out. I love Winona Ryder.
She is great in the show. I would have to say that her freakouts and everything are unbelievable, and so is the sheriff. Even though I hate that actor, those two characters are unbelievable. I would have to say the sheriff is my favorite character, because I hate him so much, but he's so good at it. He was in I think he played one of the bad guys in one of the Marvel movies. I'm not quite sure.
Remember the movie Heathers with Winona Ryder?
Yes, with Christian Slater.
Mr. Robot.
Mr. Robot.
That fucking segue.
Boom. We're both caught up, Mr. Robot.
Yeah.
Okay, great. So, spoilers.
Mr. Robot did it.
Mr. Robot did it. It's all him. Mr. Robot is actually the daughter.
Again, what I gotta say, the only thing I really gotta say about the show is the best part about it continues to be the narrative, the narration, the fourth wall talk. It's fantastic.
I would have to say that Rami Malek, if he didn't have bugged out,
is great too.
If he didn't have bugged out eyes, and if he didn't look so waved, it would be very interesting to watch him. I remember that he actually played a younger version of Steve Buscemi in Boardwalk Empire.
That was him.
Yeah, that was him. He is a great actor, but he plays. I've seen him in other roles. Like he was in that Aaron Paul movie, Need for Speed, and he was very funny. Because he lost his mind because they offered him a job.
That movie sucked.
Racing. I love that movie. Stop it. You remember the one where he just strips naked and just walks out and is like, fuck this, I'm out of here?
No, because the movie sucked.
No, I love that movie. But Mr. Ridley,
I made it to the lighthouse.
Yay! It's like the video game. Haha, it's another great... We're not a video game movie. But he plays the character great. And it's... I got hooked. Speaking of that...
Keaton's in that movie, too.
Yeah. Yes, he is. Yes, he is. You're right. But that's the way you start off in episode 1 of season 1. You want to attract an audience, because if no one knows the content and it's not based on a book, you want to pull them in and you want to like literally snare, and they want to get too close. You watching me like, ha! I got my claws in you.
Game of Thrones. What the fuck? What did I just watch? And then it doesn't even go back to that shit for like... Till John cuts the hand off of a fucking walker at Temple Black 7 episodes later.
You really want to get invested in it. You care about it. For me, there is no emotional connection to Stranger Things, but to Mr. Robot, I enjoy every character in.
Yeah, they do a fantastic job writing all the characters. The show's one of 5 that I make sure I on demand every week.
Exactly, or watch live, because that's what really makes a show sell well. It's one thing to say, I'll watch it online or I'll catch it on demand, but it's like
on demand,
online, on demand, DVR, live being the most important one. And I would have to say that I intentionally make time, like Flash, like the CW's Flash. I have to say CW's Flash and Mr. Robot, my top live shows, next to, of course, Walking Dead and Game of Thrones. So it's kind of like they're always up in...
Ray Donovan, Roadies is fantastic.
I like
Preacher, Outcast.
Ray Donovan actually
it's kind of
filmed a lot of the stuff. They filmed a lot of the stuff locally here in the area, and he was actually staying at the hotel I worked at while filming the first season of Ray Donovan. So it was pretty cool. So a bunch of people that I know right there. We're still filming, right? But even the Sam Ismail, who wrote Mr. Robot, that is a great writer. And the fact that there are certain ways that you can write a certain episode and be very, very cool. Thief. He's a thief. What, stealing it off of Chuck Palahniuk?
Huh? Oh, your words, not mine.
I would have to say. You know what? I like that, but
it's only half plagiarized is the thing. It's a story that's been told over and over again.
It
so
has,
it's not
yes.
Stolen from
the thing is, you can't say that Fight Club. You can't say that he stole from Fight Club, because I'm pretty sure Fight Club stole his influence from somebody else.
Of course, that's what I'm saying.
And it's that repeated joke that always goes around that somebody always tells.
It's a good zippering, in my opinion, of Fight Club.
It's relative. It catches people.
What was that hacker movie with elementary guy?
Hackers. There's an evolution of the hacker that makes it a whole lot better. The dark web, or what was it? The
Dark Army.
No, that whole Thor movie where he's a hacker, which is fucking ridiculous.
I don't know.
But I really enjoy the weird story as far as blending it with a double layer of Fight Club. Yep. This is just and the composing, the music. Like
fantastic.
that opening of season 2 when they played Loopy Fiasco, Daydream, when they kicked right into that.
Really good remixes of these songs.
Yes, and the music is very much a part of it, and they make it the theme of that episode. Yep. But anyway, all right, that's about enough. Here, show off the mask.
You show them off. You show off this one first, because I'm.
Oh, you want me to sit down and wear?
No, you put the shit on and get in front of the camera. That's what they're there for, right? Hide that ugly mug of yours. And that haircut of yours.
Right there, let's switch it around.
So we can see the man, the myth, the legend.
There we go.
This is Taka's first mask. The red hoodish.
If you guys remember that the season 6 watch along with on House FOP, I was wearing a white mask and it looked a little bit ridiculous, but now this is a total. It's almost like doing a tattoo cover up. So.
Okay, now get over there. No, actually, get up close. Get yourself a close up.
Oh.
We're ready for your close up, Mr. DeMille. Nice. Now, let's get this one over there. Oh, wait.
Oh, accidental eye reveal.
But yeah, this is the second mask. Unfortunately, you can't see it. Yeah,
sees my eyes.
just the eyes. And that's the second mask. I love the works on it. Working speaker here. You can see the lead that'll have for the electricity. It's great.
There.
It's fantastic.
All right.
Hard work, and definitely you can see the making of these masks and all the steps and process and the fucking heartache and bullshit he had to go through to get these things
Well, especially
made.
like the Destiny. I'm working on the Faceless Man with the Binding of Isaac mask. That's kind of simple. It's actually the first real mask that I did, but it's not made out of foam. It's made out of cardboard and paper mache. It's definitely a first project that I didn't want to give up. So, okay. Credits. Roll credits.
No, there's something else.
What was the last
Oh,
thing?
and yeah, so before, as we're rolling credits, maybe, the reason why we're kind of rushing this wrap up real quick is we're on our way to do our first Dirty Issues race.
Competition.
I've done 2 in the past. I suck. I'm a slow-ass mover, but that's what we're going to do.
I'm gonna try to film some stuff.
Have you done any, like, I
haven't done a marathon in years.
Well, the last 2 weeks are the only time I've ever run in a group of people more than just me and one other or 2 other people that were like friends encouraging me to get my fat ass out moving.
Mm-hmm.
So like I've never like participated in any kind of like competitive run or track and field. I was never in track in high school. It was football and wrestling. So have you done any kind of competitive running or group?
Yeah. In the military, I did
like
a lot
this?
of competitive running, a lot of 5Ks and everything. But of course, that was a while ago. And I think that along with the injury that put me out for about a year, I just now got better. So I'm willing to get back in there, and I need to work out and stuff. And again, I got to slim down for my Spider-Man Civil War outfit. So
when you were in the military and doing basic and all that for the Navy, do they when they have you do you get up and the first thing you do every day is what, run?
We have to get verbally abused, and then he
Get
goes
out of
over.
bed, you short fucking cocksucking
Yeah.
bastards.
Strip your bed, and then now you have less than a minute to make your entire bed, and then
And brush
inspection,
your teeth, all that shit, whatever.
beard inspection to make sure with the little ID card to make sure there's no stubble and it's smooth, and then get up, dressed and run for like 2 miles.
That's it though, 2 miles.
Well, it's boot camp and it's Navy, so it's not.
So
like
it's
5
less
miles
than
with
okay.
pack.
All right, which is what the other
Yeah.
Marines would do. Something
Yeah,
like that.
Marines and Army are pretty worse. I would.
And they would actually run that shit, the whole shit.
Yes, in the hot sun.
And so,
Camp
like,
Pendleton.
how do you go? Like, were you in shape when you joined the Navy?
No.
So how did you get through your first fucking 2 miles?
Oh no, actually, I was mediocre. I had good cardio because I was practicing, and also I quit drinking for about a year. Around that, 2000 was
When
was
you
pretty
enlisted,
bad.
did you do like ROTC in school?
No.
No, when you enlisted, did you do like, I know a couple people that enlisted, and like the recruiter would like be like, all right, every day for the next 2 weeks, you're getting up, we're going to do all this shit.
No, he never did it with us, but I went to the gym and I got ready. But I'm telling you, man, people who underestimate that PT, and I remember seeing people drop like flies.
Oh no,
for
boot
either
camp is
puking,
no joke.
yeah, with puking or
puking is
shin
nothing.
splints. Or any are just collapsing from exhaustion.
You'll-
I also went in the dead of winter.
You'll ask Phil, back in the day, we used to play hours and hours of basketball. And I would play, and I played my heart out. Wasn't awesome, but I was good. And like 2 hours in, running my ass off, I would like walk over to the edge, fucking puke, means nothing, keep fucking going. I almost puked on the run last week that we're about to go do. We had to run up to Stone fucking Tower.
Oh!
That's what I got into.
I just walked up there the other last week.
Yeah, so we actually went around. We went in up through past the golf course, and we went up the backside, and then down the front side. So we're gonna get ready, and we're gonna go do our first, and it's a trail run.
Dirty Issues
First
marathon.
Not quite a marathon. Only about 2.5 miles this race. Last 2 weeks I came in 89th and 93rd of about 135.
We're gonna
people.
shoot for a higher one. So,
lower one.
Let's see.
That's what I told John. I was like,
a lower number, higher up there.
I came in 89th and the 93rd. He's like, great, getting better every day. I'm like,
yeah, because you got to think about it as far as golf. The lower the score, the higher the
Right.
score.
89, first time, 93.
Oh. Yeah.
Like,
We're gonna have to work on that. We're gonna have to work on that.
Not better. But there was about the same amount of people. It was good.
Okay, so thank you very much for watching.
Thank you very, very much for watching the DICAST.
See if I can say that without
Taka,
slurring.
the producer, Joe Dirty Locks, and of course, all you motherfuckers make it worthwhile. So
you guys, yeah, you guys.
I call
are the
you
best.
the motherfuckers because, of course, you're probably converts from the motherfucking chat.
Yeah. So hey, stop on by. Have a good time. I'm gonna try to do my best to keep live streaming Black Desert Online every night. And Uncharted 4. We're also planning to see if we can do a one night a week where all three of us are live streaming to the channel, so you have like three. You can hop between 3 channels in one. A little bit a menage a trois with you, the viewer. So you can find me at Taka, which will forever be my name on social media, on YouTube. At
Joe Dirty Locks or at Dirty Locks Twitter.
I'm never going to change it again, so I hope you get used to it.
You just don't change it. You just add more.
Yes.
That's all.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. But I'm Taka, but it's Taka because it's dirty issues.
I have like 7 different emails.
Yeah. No. But I'm talking about as far as my social presence for you.
So
for
I have
viewer.
3 Instagram accounts. Well, I have 2.
Got
I have the
ones.
private Instagram account that nobody knows about. None of my friends know about. That's all for just posting some of the most sick shit I've ever fucking sick shitted. And then
and I'm on Instagram with just my you can see more of the cosplay like the cosplay helmet making on my Instagram at Taka. Yes. Go there, you'll be able to see some videos, some great pictures. You'll be able to see the construction from almost the initial shell helmet of the Red Hood and how it progressed into this mask. No, not this mask. This mask. We're gonna add this, and then step by step of the cover up that I actually did to fix that mask, and of course the Destiny one.
So check them out at Taka Instagram, Taka Twitter.
Yep, House FOP, Friends of Phil, the recaps and all that other good stuff.
Catch me only at Phil the Issues Guy at Dirty Issues and at Dirty Locks.
This episode of DICAST was brought to you by Audacity. I'm reading a grid. No
shame, no pain.
No, someday we'll have a sponsor. Who knows? We're gonna totally sell out.
Let's go run.
Okay, let's go run. Bye, guys.
Peace.
Bark!